A shed update, and a couple of days ago we had not really classified as severe storms. I had classified that as a hurricane storm. Man, we had limbs flying. I mean, we had like almost 100-mile-an-hour wind. It was just crazy. We was almost going to have a tornado, but it turned into a hurricane. But it blew off the limbs and off the trees and everywhere, which is, standard procedure. But the main thing is the arc here. It actually was trying to blow the doors off, and it actually bent the latch. And I mean, it was just completely bent over. I had to bend it back to get it, just to get it to shed. It was almost, about that much way over. So bent that back, got that back on. I'm gonna put a new one on. I'll probably do two. Just so that the doors can actually stay shut during a hurricane season here in Oklahoma. But we'll do a shed update. Got some kits in. First up, the Kitty Hawk. This is an Academy kit, and it's actually been started, which it didn't bother me a bit. I actually bought this at a garage sale. That's right, I taped it on one side here. It's kind of started. Some things have been painted, that's not a big deterrent, or for me anyway. And it had a bunch of paint, and what's funny is little testers, bottles of paint that you usually get with kits when they sell them. This actually had Model Master and some Tamiya in there, so it was worth what I paid for that. So I was happy to get it, and I don't think I have the Kitty Hawk, so I thought I might just go ahead and add that to the ship section of the ARC. So looking forward to that. There should be a review of this that I did earlier. This is new out. Sprue kits. This is the Turtle Sprue kit from Bandai, which any Bandai kit, I mean, they just basically build themselves. I wish these were the little bit bigger ones. They're about 4 inches when assembled. I wish they're a little bit bigger, say about 6 inches. I think that would be about ideal size, or 1/8 scale would be even perfect. But there's actually 4 of them, all 4 turtles, so I'm going to try to get me one a week, and so I at least have the whole set. I wish I had a Splinter, and more importantly, I wish I had April. I would have bought her right off the bat, but that's just me. But anyway, this is my second sprue kit. I have another one, and I couldn't tell you where I put it, but it's an actual sprue kit of the female Spartan from from the Halo series. They actually made a kit of her. I paid full price for it. I had to have it because it was a female, and it was basically just a great science fiction kit. But anyway, it's somewhere in there. But that's the second one I ever owned of the sprue kits. So I'll look forward to. I'll go ahead and get the rest of the other 3 and make it a complete set. G.I. Joe, the Ram cycle. Of course, they call it the rapid fire motorcycle, but it's called the Ram. I really wasn't going to get it, but it was there. It was still sealed too, and it was just like, man, I went ahead and purchased it. Now I have all 3 of the G.I. Joe kits. I have the Ram cycle now. I also have the Mobat and the Jeep. So I went ahead, since I got all them now, so I was like, man, I'll just complete the set. Now I have them, the trifecta. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention in the ARC here, I added a fan. I'm probably going to add, and it's actually pretty darn cool in here with it on it. I'm probably going to add another one down there on the end so we can have a little breeze going. And of course, this is my little workstation that I like to look and ponder through the models. But I was actually, you hardly ever see the motorcycle, and I actually have I've actually bought another one. It's actually built up. It's not the best, but I wanted to, it was a good price, so I went ahead and got it. So I actually have 2 of these. But anyway, that's something that you just don't see all the time. But now I have a full set. One thing I kind of shouldn't have bought, but I did, and it was just it was cheap, and I've never I don't have one. This is the Sense of Touch. This is by Lindbergh. This was made in the 70s. It's actually still sold too, so I went ahead. I thought, you know, a lot of people don't like the anatomy human model kits. I do. You know, for example, you could paint this, you know, even like alien skin if you wanted to, just to be totally different. But Lindbergh bought out a company in the 60s that produced a bunch of these, and they make an amoeba kit, and that's the one I really want. I'll find me an amoeba kit one of these days. But anyway, I got that. I do have a lot of the anatomies. You've seen them all throughout the years, like the visible horse, the visible woman, and they all change names. Like that's a Renwall, that's a Skillcraft. And you'll see them in Lindbergh. You'll see them in Superior Plastics, which they came out in the 60s, and you'll just see them different brands throughout. And I try to at least get one of in each box, just to have the history of the kits itself, you know. But I just think it's just cool. Anyway, just a little touch of on the pun there, the skin model kits. So anyway, adding that to the art. I'll tell you all a little story. This is the Revell Rams, the rebuildable action model systems, and these kits are basically mask. If you've ever seen the toy mask, and I will prove that in just a moment. These came out around 2000, and I wanted them, but they you know, they're basically a toy, but I wanted them because they were mask size, and it'd go well with the mask toy line. But anyway, went to the hobby store one time, and they had a flyer, which is one of these, and they were on the hobby store counter, and I was like, can you get these? And he told me that I was the only one that asked for them, and he wasn't going to carry them. I was like, well, I just want to buy like one. I thought that would be you know, just see if I really liked it, you know, and you know, I'd go try to get them on my own, but I never could get me. I never could get me one, and that was about the last of it. I never really thought I'd own them. I really never did really look for them after that, because in the year 2000, I was basically buying models and props was taking over. I was big into that. So anyway, they didn't make all of them, I believe. They made the car, and I know they made the motorcycle, and I think they made the helicopter, but I don't think they made the rest of them. But to prove that these are masked, so I'd like you to look right here on him. That is Miles Mayhem from the Mask line. And also another masked figure is him. And I don't know his name off the top of my head, but I know he's a masked figure. But anyway, this is one of those kits that I wanted to add to the art, since I was doing the history of models, if you will, or fine, rare antiquities. But I think it's pretty cool. I mean, you can just, you know, you can actually build it anyway and play. Model building wise, it's not there, but for the, you know, for the toy line and mask, I think it's cool. Plus, I wanted to add it because it's also Revell monogram. But I also, because I wasn't expecting this when I got this, I actually got a sell sheet that came with the model. And it came out in the year 2000. It talks about how you can get the youngsters into modeling, and it says like here, these kits are targeted to the youngest modelers, kids ages 6+. This is what fascinates me. I always try to push models for kids. I think that's just the way it should be, and of course kids at heart myself, because I wanted it really bad. But anyway, I got the sell sheet for it, which I got a couple sell sheets for a couple of models that are buried probably in the box itself. But one thing I was curious about, Revell monogram in the year 2000 was at one time owned by the Hallmark company. So that's and I don't know who owns Revell monogram now. You know, you got, I know where is it? Well, Lindbergh is owned by Round 2, which is Polar Lights, which I assume I got Polar Lights somewhere. You know, for example, Polar Lights, they own, you know, Round 2, Lindbergh, and probably some you know, Revell monogram molds and everything. But anyway, my next Ram kit that I am basically going to get, it's probably the little motorcycle one. It's relative available, and it's pretty cheap, so I'm probably going to get that. If I ever find any more at a reasonable price, I'll probably pick them up. Even if I could find them loose, that wouldn't be a problem at all, because I do have one in the box, and because I do like to have the box when I deal with models. That's just me. But anyway, that's a quick little history lesson. You can also own Revell monogram Rams, the rebuildable action model system, which I don't think that went over too well in the year 2000, but I think they're pretty slick. So adding that to the Ark. But anyway, that is what I have got going on today. We are adding the Rams to the Ark, adding the Sense of Touch, making a set out of the G.I. Joe motorcycles, and now we have all three, adding the Turtle Sprue kit, and adding the Kitty Hawk. But anyway, and I added a fan, which makes it a little bit cooler in here. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.